Okay, everybody, this is Pack here, and this video is meant to address pretty much everything that's happened in this channel from the past, and to see what I can fix and what you guys want me to do. Now, obviously, this video is kind of meant to show how much I've developed through the year, and pretty much just to talk about what I've accomplished and what I've been able to do. And one of the big things that I'm able to actually say now is we've built probably one of the more interesting sides of the Brave Frontier community, which it's really funny because now it's like we speculate stuff and we try to see what we can find that's new with Gumi and what tricks that they're going to be thinking of to fool us in later years. Like just recently, they released the newest installment to their Brave News channel videos, and that was very interesting because they had one unit that I knew for a fact was going to be on there, and that was in fact Zalion. Now Zalion is actually a Frontier Rift exclusive unit, so fuck me, we're gonna have to do Frontier Rift all over again, guys. But don't worry, because we've got Mono Fire backing us up. I've got that Natsu, I've got Blaze. We're gonna fuck this up. Next up, which is actually pretty interesting now, is, remember, I think most of you guys would understand if I mentioned this in a live, I think I mentioned this in a live stream, but I mentioned that we could be seeing like a new Omni unit, like an Omni strategy zone, like Omni Gazia or the High Inquisitor. But we got none of those two units. In fact, we got something completely different, but he does contain parts that are of the Enroth story. It's that weird big angel guy, because I really did thought it was going to be Gazia. I thought it was Gazia, but it wasn't. So with all that out of the way, we're going to be seeing, probably in February, the new fire unit, which is Yin and Yang. Now, that's very interesting because I didn't expect to be I didn't expect it to be like a girl and like a little dragon. I expected it to be like kind of following in the footsteps of like Blaze. I thought it was going to be another unit like him, pretty much, like, you know, a beast, like a dragon or something. I thought it was really going to be a dragon. I didn't say that because I didn't want to speculate it too early. But now we've already got the leak for Yin and Yang, the new Fire Vortex unit that should be coming out sometime later this year or next year. Carrying on with that, we have two new New Year's units, which is interesting. We never have two New Year's units, and these are both Uprisings units. I can't remember their names, but we're getting one that's like on a crocodile or something, like an alligator or crocodile. And we're getting another one that I don't know what it is because I forgot. Because I've only watched the BNC one time, so we're getting two new New Year's units, which is weird because, again, we've not seen something like this before. It's kind of new that we're getting this. Like, I think one of them is going to be a summon unit and the other is going to be a free unit, or they're both summon units. Obviously, they're probably both going to be summon units in separate gates because right now we figured out what Gumi wants, and Gumi wants is like all your fucking money. Like, they don't care. So I guarantee you they're gonna make it two separate summon gates, and it's gonna be fucking crazy. The rates are gonna be as bad. I don't know how to say as bad as like what else, but it's gonna be pretty difficult to pull them. I can guarantee you that right now. Now, next up is all these like shared equipment things I'm doing. Like, this stuff's pretty cool, and you know, obviously I get to like use this equipment like every now and again because, you know, I've got other stuff and the equipment needs to be put back. But this is pretty cool, like having all this stuff. Finally, I'm not blue in a video. I'm not physically looking blue in a video. So now I'm going to take this next part of the video to go over some comments that I've received, and some criticism that I want to take into heart. So let me see. Oh, I remember that GX Raider told me that I probably should do these videos, but when I do them, I should probably find a game and like script it. But the problem is, I want to make when I want to make all these review type videos, I want to be I want to be like the Angry Video Game Nerd. I want to be like Angry Joe. But they've already done so much, and they've already pretty much covered all the shitty games in the world, pretty much. So there's not much for me to do. Like, you might say go on the internet and find some games to like review, like some online Flash games, but 90% of the Flash games aren't that great to begin with. So it wouldn't be taking like Flash games off the internet and doing reviews about them would be like comparing apples to apples. Like it doesn't make much sense. So that's why I want to actually find like real games and do reviews, like the Angry Video Game Nerd and like Angry Joe, but a little toned down because of the one, the new guidelines that are on YouTube, which is fucking stupid, and two, the just kind of trying to narrow it down to like, finding some good games, do a review on that, find some bad games, do a review on that. And later on, I'll sum up everything that I've done, because I've just now finished Gunvolt 2. It's crazy. The ending is fucking weird. Like, when I saw that ending, it was like 3 a.m, and I'm like, oh my god, I beat this game. Because I was stuck on the final boss. And it was just crazy, but we're not going to get that right now. So, let me see. I actually have to like find any comments. We know that. Where is it? And Shadow Pixel, I know he said when I was doing the Christmas stuff on Brave Frontier, he said try using XSplit. I have in the past, but what you have to remember is the XSplit free version can only do so much. I've tried using multiple recording software, but it wasn't something that actually happened with the stream itself. It's something that happened with my computer. So I know I didn't really mention that like about a week ago. I didn't mention that, but that was kind of the reason why I didn't carry back on the live stream, because my computer actually crashed. Like the screens both just shot and blue screened, because I forgot what I was doing, but I was doing the live stream, and it was, I think it was Nox that was really killing the computer, because I was trying to run 2 Noxes at the same time, and it killed the computer. It remained alive for a few more minutes, but that was after when I clicked stop streaming. It stayed live for a few more seconds. Like, it didn't show like the stopping stream thing. It just kind of like went on and on and on and on, and then after it died, it stopped. So that was the reason for that. Now, next up is G. John saying the Lucia strategy zone is more difficult than Maxwell, and it will take me quite a bit of tries to finish it. Now, I'm going through old comments. I'm going through old comments that are just like suggestions and just like general comments. Now, this is pretty funny because there's actually an easy way to tank out Lucius's UBB, and I think it's by using Chloe. Now, thank God I have Chloe, and thank God I have not Ezra, but Urza, also Ezra too. But thank God I have both Chloe and Urza Scarlet, because those two are Omni taunting mitigators that will do a lot to protect me and do a lot to help me clear that strategy zone in quite a bit less amount of time than it took me to beat like Maxwell and Zijing, because that Maxwell and Zijing were just a pain. But now getting into Lucius, Alzamaster, Carnamaster, it's going to be crazy. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. And then there's just a bunch of people that were posting freaking top 10 lists on my videos, top 25 lists. I'm not saying this to be mean. I just want to say this to say it right now. I think I mentioned this again in a previous video. I don't want lists on my videos, because that starts a fire in the comments and everybody starts going crazy. Like the guy who thought, because I put Leo Whitefang on the, number 4 on like the bad unit list, like he thought that I thought it was unusable or something, which I never even said. I just said that again. I'll say this for like the 100th time. Resus is better than Leo Whitefang. Resus is better than Camilla. That's just how it is. But in all the normal attack nukers, it's Savia and Selphon that beat out everybody. But we have that new dark unit for the Vortex Arena that actually kind of beats out Selphon in a way. Now I know somebody's getting. I know for a fucking fact that somebody in the comments is gonna say, "Oh, you think Selphon's bad?" Blah 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 blah, and that's not even close to the context at hand. The context is that I think that another unit is better because he has better buffs and better damage output. As Ushi put it, he's like, as Ushi put it, this dark unit is like Savia, Blaze, Selphon, and Save, I think. He pretty much said like he's like a multiple buffer unit. He's like really good. Yeah. So that's that. Now let me see. Obviously top 10 free Omni units. Still crazy. Now next up was top 10 legacy Omni units. Well, not legacy Omni units, legacy units. And Japan exclusive unit, like not Japan exclusive. Fuck. Okay, he's saying like top 10 legacy global exclusive and top 10 Japan Omnis. Now I would do that, but they've already stopped a lot of stuff in Brave Frontier Japan, so there's not much for me to do. After the ultimate weapons, which are like Heaven's Edge, Skyorb, Daltisk Phenomenon. After all those guys are released, I don't think there's going to be anything else being released in Japan. So all we'll see will probably be a couple more summoner weapon batches and then these guys. And that's going to be it. Like, that's going to be all we get. That's going to be all we get unless, like, we get Enroth Part 2. If we get Enroth Part 2, I mean, who knows? But I don't think it's going to happen. Now, there's really not much because everybody again is being, fun and happy and, hating that I, suck at everything I do. But that's part of the job. That's part of the job. Yeah. There's not much. Oh my god. There really is not much. I mean, yeah, besides other, I mean, okay, there's not much people giving me actual, like, things to do. There's really nothing. There is really nothing. I mean, besides, we just got Ortis, and that's like a Summoner 300 fucking sphere, which I'm... At the frequency, the rate, and the difficulty that that Gumi releases everything, I don't feel like I want to do that much anymore in Brave Frontier. I'll beat all the strategy zones. But as they come out, I'll beat all the strategy zones. As more stuff gets released, I'll try to get all that crap. Now, at the end of the day, I don't really want to have, I don't want to have, multiple of, one thing. I actually want to have, variations of everything, but I actually want to see if I can get, all the ultimate weapons, Skyorb, Heaven's Edge, Daltisk Phenomenon, Ragnarok Edict, and all those other things. But there's not... After I get everything in Brave Frontier, hit level 999, get Coliseum and Arena maxed, then I get... Because I've already pretty much gotten everything for Raid Battle, except for the spheres. I need to work on those, but... Again, I'm not going to work on the spheres because there's no special reward for getting all the Guild Grade 6 spheres. There's no other super powerful sphere that combines all of them in one sphere. That's not going to happen. I mean, if they do that, it'd pretty much be like Heaven's Edge. I mean, if they did release it, that'd be cool, but I don't think they will. Yeah. Now, this is funny because but at the time this comment was posted, the Alzamasta nuking thing was almost impossible. But G-John said Gumi made Alzamasta trial harder. You can't cheese it anymore with Selphon and Ravia. You have to do it normally. Well, thank God they fixed it. They finally fixed it. Whoopsies. Oh, I think I have. Oh no, it's two separate now. Okay. Okay, I'm stupid. So, thank God, I have We Must Up, and this is really fun because I love going back in the comments and just reading them. So, yeah. Oh my God. When do you think the 4th anniversary is coming to Europe? Okay, they actually mentioned this, and this is a comment that was posted over 2 months ago. Sorry for the delay. Staro Koro, sorry for the delay. But I think it's going to be happening. What is it? It's not going to be October of next year. It's going to be maybe sometime in spring or summer of next year is going to be the 4th anniversary for Europe, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that because I don't really know for sure. I could be completely wrong. It could be earlier or sooner. Also, there's some other people. Give me game. He has not much. Omninyami. UFC. For UFC and Gaultier getting buffed. Yeah. I hate myself. Being the bird and the bee boss. Yeah. This is from Cuphead. G-John said, well done beating the bird and the bee boss. Is this the hardest game you ever played? And Cuphead's not the hardest game I've ever played. Cuphead is just the second hardest game I've really ever played in my life. You know, besides things like okay, one thing to get out of the way, Kaizo Mario does not count. Kaizo Mario does not count. That is not a game. That is fucking torture. It's I posted the comment. Sorry, it's Touhou 6. I think that one's Embodiment of the Scarlet Devil, I believe. I have to go back and check if 6 is the Embodiment of the Scarlet Devil, but that one is the fucking hardest. Now, I have to check. Sorry, guys, I have to actually check if we're still on because I don't know if I accidentally. Okay, sorry about that. I had to check because I didn't know if my foot clicked the. I have a clicker down here, so I don't know if I accidentally shut it off. So, yeah. I hated Touhou 6, but it wasn't bad until like I got up to the secret boss. I've never really tortured myself besides that, and I've never really tortured myself aside from that and doing other stuff. Now, yeah, and then there's people saying like, why do I swear so much? It's like, okay. You go to the beginning of the video and hear when I say I want to be like, you know, Angry Joe and the Angry Video Game Nerd. If you just watch one video from either one of them, like if you watch, what is that, like, I can't remember what it is. I think it's like Mind Jack with Angry Joe, and then you watch just pretty much any of the Angry Video Game Nerd videos that aren't like the spin-off things, but the actual Angry Video Game Nerd, you see how much they swear and compare it to me. It's really not that much. Okay, those guys are fucking crazy. Now, ay. So let me see here. You need to learn to refresh. I remember this from all the Vortex Arena things I did. People are like, oh, you need to learn to refresh to fight people with higher points. It's like, I never said, like in all the Vortex Arena stuff I've done, I've never once stated, I'm going to do this because I'm going to get the top number 1. I say, I'm going to do this to see if I can get the top 100. I don't know if I will. Probably not, but I want to try. Like, nothing's ever fucking serious. Nothing is ever serious on this channel, just letting you know that. Let me see. So just made 10 spot, 10 summons. Still got nothing. Yeah, that's the thing about Gumi summons is that you can do 10 or less, and it's not really going to give you that much unless you have really good RNG. Now, I do believe that the game is actually like Pokemon, where every single time you load it, like it gives you certain rates. Like with shiny Pokemon, like you load in, and it gives you a certain set, a tile set that is specific to you at that point in time, and it changes every second. So I don't know. Yeah, EU has exclusive trials, Tillith, and the Enki strategy zones. They're fucking insane. I've seen the Enki strategy. I've seen the Enki strategy zone. I feel sorry. No, I'm not even joking right now. I feel sorry for anybody that's done the Enki strategy zone. That is hard. People go like, "Oh, how bad could it be?" Well, Enki strategy zone is only difficult because he all he does is he just says this. He says, "I don't like you," and he just one shots your unit, and he can do that like multiple times, I believe. And it's fucking crazy because Enki is not really one of the best units, but then when his Omni came out, it's fucking great. Like that's the one thing I like seeing about like what Gumi does in different servers. But I want to see other stuff, and I want to do more Brave Frontier Europe. But that's gonna come in the huge announcement later at the end. Yeah, I don't even know what to do anymore. Yeah, digging through everything. Yeah. Then everybody on the everyone on the Discord server knows not Mega Thought, just the Thought. So yeah, obviously he was posting stuff. Well, it was posting stuff on the me with the Crash Belt stuff. He was like, "I'm still waiting for you to do Cardes." This is at the time when I didn't really want to do anything, and I just wanted to summon for Crash Belt because I really love Crash Belt. And again, I was really learning how to do Cardes, trying to figure out really how to do Luke Roar and all that other stuff, like use him and all that other good stuff. Blah 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 blah. Let me see. Yeah, it's not much. There's really not much for me to do. I mean, obviously, oh yeah, a fair bit of warning that the Thought, like all of his stuff, just didn't really work. And obviously, it's like I remember him mentioning like end tier accounts and stuff, but I think right now I've already hit the end tier account. Like I've got Natsu, I've got Blaze, I've got like all the OP units right now. I really don't know what else to do. So gonna reach a 999. Yeah. Xion, because obviously this is at the time where Xion was still like used and all that other stuff. Blah 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 blah. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can really say or do right now because everybody's just like, "Oh yay, you did something. You didn't suck this time." Like that's all I got. Oh yeah, then there's the guy like over a year ago. He's like, "I'm surprised." He's like, "I'm surprised you managed to get invigorating device with." I find it funny that I don't think he said like I don't think he like really meant semi mediocre. I think he just meant like bad units. But what he didn't know is that I did that at the time where I knew what I was doing. So, oh my god, it's fucking crazy. Like I actually tried doing other stuff. I tried translating a lot of my other videos, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. So there's not much. There's not that many comments because all the comments are either just me commenting saying like, "Hey guys, enjoy the fucking video, god damn it," and like that's all there really is in the terms of comments. So I guess now I'm gonna do a stupid segue into games I want to do. Now obviously I don't have a list. Obviously you can see on this little table here that there's no list. It's just a phone that doesn't have anything on it. No lists, no nothing. So what I've decided to do is I've decided to actually take some suggestions from a few people. Now, obviously, there were some things I wanted to really get suggestions on because, again, there's not much I can do if, like, I don't know what I'm doing because Brave Frontier is starting to get really annoying. I don't really enjoy doing Brave Frontier that much anymore, so I kind of want to start stepping out into other games. I kind of want to be like, Protoscope, where he stepped out doing other stuff instead of, like, Brave Frontier all the time. He did, oh, okay, now, like, Protoscope is doing other games. Ushimoko, they do other games. They do like Sword Art Online Memory Defrag. They do Alchemist Code and that other Dragon Project. Yeah, that game. I don't know if you guys would like those games. I probably don't think you guys would like those games. Maybe the Alchemist Code seems to be a hit with some people. It's kind of hit or miss with Alchemist Code. Phantom of the Kill. It's a hit for me. Like, I don't care. I'll still do Phantom of the Kill. But again, it's just more or less what you guys want to see me do. Now, also, thanks to both GX and Shadowpixel for, I guess, temporarily suggesting me to some games. Now, these ones I think, these one by GX is Skies of Arcadia. I'm really working on getting that set up again. With other games with other special hardware, I actually need to set it up correctly. Because some games don't record right, some games need that aspect ratio fixed up, and some other games I actually really do need to like adjust very small details to make it so that like I can see it and like you all can hear it. So there's that, and Shadowpixel kind of involuntarily suggested Adventure Quest Worlds, and that might happen. I don't know. Again, with a lot of the stuff and a lot of crazy shit happening in Brave Frontier at the moment, I might hold off with doing new games for the time being until again new games do come out. Now obviously this is a time obviously to go back and to check everything that happened in the past year. Now I remember so much because I actually have my videos still saved up, and I still remember going through and doing World of Warcraft. I remember doing Tempest Keep and getting Alar back in like 2016, early 2016, 2015. That was fun. That was great. I remember also doing what was that? I remember you guys don't remember seeing us on camera, but I do remember playing like Pokemon and all that other stuff. I do still play like zombies and stuff. I do a whole bunch of fun stuff on this on the side. But the only other thing is I need to know if you guys would enjoy it. Now, one of the things I'm actually going to plan on really doing sooner rather than later is getting a bigger monitor with some speakers and taking care of a lot of recording stuff because, again, I want to do more console stuff. I want to do, maybe some PlayStation 3 stuff, maybe some zombies, again, like I suggested. Obviously, I want to do some more Switch crap because, I've still got the... Not still, but, I just got Switch. So I want to do games with that. Hence why I was asking people for games that they would like to see me play. I can't remember. I know Shadowpixel suggested Breath of the Wild, which is obviously, again, on top of my list. And somebody else suggested Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Now, I will do that when I get myself a capture card later in the future. Now, that would not only... Okay. Nothing can happen. Nothing will change on the channel. I'll keep doing stupid shit on Brave Frontier. You'll just be seeing me sit down on Brave Frontier, scrolling through a list of units for 20 minutes. Unless something changes. Unless something I do, or some people get a change of heart and feel like, I'm a worthy investment, and they feel like, giving, donating and stuff, helping me out. Because, again, this isn't my equipment here. This is not my equipment. Like, these lights and this curtain back here, this lovely curtain back here, is not mine. Like, I don't own these lamps and the curtain, obviously. Obviously, I do own the shitty shelf here. The shitty shelf table, but that's pretty much it. Like, it's this, so the camera, my mic, computer, a couple other gadgets and doodads here. But without, like, people donating and giving, supporting, I can't do anything. So it's either you guys donate, or I just open a Patreon and do literally nothing with it. That, or I could actually do something a little bit better that I think all of us would at least enjoy in the slightest. Now, what I've planned, I've actually planned this for like the start of the career, the start of the YouTube channel. I've been planning on making shirts. I've been planning on making not only shirts, but hoodies. I've planned on making like stickers, phone cases, some useless knickknacks that I think you guys might like. That can happen without like donor backers. Like I can take care of that myself. All I have to do is draw up the artwork and, release the shirts into the public. One of the other big problems is I don't know if you guys would be interested. So, I've shown ShadowPixel. I think I've shown GX. I don't know if I've shown GX. If I've shown you GX, like, say just yes or no, but I don't think I have. But I think I've only shown ShadowPixel, and I think I've mentioned it once on stream that I plan on releasing shirts and stuff. I really plan on getting, I really do plan on marketing myself out there, trying to do something. Now, phone. Okay. I actually have to go back on here because I forgot what the patterns were, because I actually really need to check those, because that would be bad if I just forgot the patterns and then nothing ever happened. That would be bad. It'd be bad for me. So, obviously, because I plan on releasing shirts and stuff, that means I plan on actually getting a lot of stuff out there and helping you guys, represent stuff and, at least care in some slightest of the channel, because not a lot really do. Now, I do have three designs. Never mind, not 4 designs. I do have 3 designs. One of them is going to be stream exclusive. One of them might be around Guild Raid and the memes with me on the Discord chat. I'm pretty sure GX and ShadowPixel. Some of you guys might know what I'm talking about by the means of the Guild Raid meme with me. And I plan on just releasing a regular Brave Frontier shirt, and then just a regular logo shirt that's just like my stuff on it. I not only plan to do that because it seems to be one of the best things I can do right now, but it just seems like I can do it and people would be interested. So maybe if I started getting this stuff out, maybe if I, did some thinking, did some talking, maybe this stuff could come to light. Maybe I could actually get this done for you guys. Because, again, there's not been many people who have decided to back me. There's not many people who have actually decided to do much. So maybe in the near future, I can release these shirts coming maybe early 2018, early to mid 2018. You can expect these maybe. Again, I just have to do a little bit more research, a little bit more, designing and a little more backing up to see if, all this stuff I can do is A-okay and fine, fine and great and stuff. But again, I can't do much without, you guys. Like, that's one thing you guys don't understand. Is like, oh, you guys think I could just do stuff on my own now. I'm at a point now where I'm 10 subscribers away from being at 100. I'm at one of my other biggest milestones that when I started the channel, I never thought I would hit. But now with 90 subscribers, with 90, like, that's almost like a quarter of a school auditorium filled with people. And that's really crazy, because seeing just 100 or 1,000 people is, a miracle on its own. It's astounding. But when you see 90 people that kind of really just care and support and back one person as a content creator, because again, I am doing this all as a one-man show, as my quote has always been, forever and always a one-man show, because I don't want this to be messed up. But I'm starting to now change that right now, because I do have some other stuff that I plan on doing. But again, I cannot stress that enough, that I can't do anything without you guys. Because if I don't get game suggestions, Brave Frontier is going to die out, and nothing's going to happen with this channel. So whether I have to resort to just streaming stupid shit all day, I mean, I'll do it, but I don't think I can do that forever. Like, okay, I'm gonna make this analogy now so nobody can yell at me for it later or not yell at me for it later. But this is like, I'm not like Etika World Network where I can just do stuff and a bunch of people support and back him and they care. With me, it's like there's one person in the entirety of the 90 that decided, you know what, this guy's a good investment. This guy's, you know, I want to see him grow. I want to see him do stuff. And that guy has been Fallwink. He's actually helped out a lot. He's supported and backed this channel for quite a while now. He's supported the channel and he's really helped out. So, like, that's the thing. It's like nobody else has done it but him. And I was kind of expecting maybe if I said his name or, you know, kind of let him just kind of, you know, well up in his pride that, you know, more people would follow in his trail, but that's not happened. So without people assisting, without people, you know, backing, without people helping, without people doing something or suggesting stuff that I can do, then there's nothing I can do to further the channel, and it'll just die. So that's all for this little segment here, guys. That's all for you know, all that rambling on. Now for, you know, me finishing up the actual year in review now. But, you know, when I started this, I never really thought that I would actually last 2 years. You know, through all the units that got released, through all the stuff I was able to make, all the jokes I was able to make on the Discord server, you know, the Discord server that rose, the Discord server that died, the new one that came up in its place, live streaming being a thing, me doing a lot of more, you know, me doing some of the more experimental videos with all this stuff around me. And sorry that I can't change the white background. I don't have, like, there's not much I can do. Maybe there's something I could do, but then it would make my table look like it's just floating in outer space. So I don't want to do that. It will make my phone look like it's floating in outer space, and, you know, the white on my shirt would disappear. But maybe I just have to start wearing other shirts now, other than the shirt that I just picked up over there. So there's not much for me to say now, guys. I mean, again, I really want you guys to support and back and help this channel. I want you guys to help this thing grow. I want you guys to at least support this channel by at least, you know, liking, commenting suggestions on games or what you want me to do next, what you want me to see, what you want to see next, and all that other stuff. I just want to see what you guys want to see, because again, Brave Frontier is dying out very quickly. Brave Frontier is running out of content. Like, you guys don't really think about it, but there's only so much that Gumi Global can do, and there's only so many units that can be good for Gumi and, you know, good for the Gumi cash grab. Like, they can only make so much. Like, the Alchemist Code was out in Japan for a while. That was a money maker for a little bit. Then it just kind of went back to, you know, being like the new Brave Frontier. And it's pretty much all the same in every server. Like, you spend money to win the game, pretty much. So Brave Frontier is dying out. Brave Frontier is really quickly dying out because Brave Frontier 2 just got its major announcement. It should be coming out again sometime later on winter, maybe January, February. We've still got 2 months of winter left, pretty much, so it should be coming out then. And remember, guys, I'm going to be starting that as soon as Brave Frontier 2 comes out. You're not going to see any more Brave Frontier videos until Brave Frontier 2 is done. Until I complete Brave Frontier all the way through, from beginning to end, there is going to be no other Brave Frontier 1 videos. Not on global, not on Europe, not on anywhere. So until Brave Frontier 2 comes out. So pretty much from now to whenever in January or February it gets released. That's it you're going to see from Brave Frontier 1. Because I'm not going to continue on with Brave Frontier 1. Because seeing how boring it's gotten right now. To the point where it's pretty much pay to get good units. You know, pay to do all this stuff. Pay for this, pay for that. At the end of the day, in Brave Frontier Japan, at least you still pay for the gems and you get the unit you want. Not you roll like 30, 40, 95 times and you don't get anything. So there's not much else left for me to say, guys, except for I do hope you guys will support me in the future, and I do hope you guys actually do care enough to at least drop a like or maybe even donate something as little as like $5. I mean, it doesn't matter how big or small it is. Just pretty much anything will help. So that being said, guys, that is all for now. This is going to be all in one take. Obviously, there's no script. There's pretty much nothing else around here except for the equipment and, you know, the camera and stuff. So I'll try to do more video. Like if I do a review, I'll try to script it out maybe, and, you know, I'll take care of more stuff later. So that being said, guys, that's all for now, guys. That being said, again, be sure to like, if you can, like, you know, try to support me, back me up. We'll be releasing more stuff in 2018. Hopefully that we can last that long. Hopefully I can actually keep y'all entertained for that long, you know, before the massive drop off at the end of the year. So that being said, guys, yeah, that's it. You know, that's all for 2017. Oh my God, it's almost that time, guys. It's not really actually almost that time. We're actually like a very long ways away. So that being said, guys, I really do hope you all have a really great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. And that being said, guys, Packmaster here. I'll see you all in the next video. See you all whenever Brave Frontier 2 comes out, because, you know, that's gonna be a fucking mess. So yeah, that's all for now, guys. See you on the next one.